Okay, let's get into it. Web designing and programming. Well, the name itself might look not that complicated. You can just imagine like web designing is about putting pretty buttons on top of pretty photos, and web programming would be like positioning those buttons and photos with HTML and CSS. Well, yes, basically it is, but if you start learning about how to design and program a product, for our case, a website that many people should visit and enjoy using it, well, like the Facebook or Reddit, learning, learning the theoretical parts of building websites in order to get attention from the users can get complicated. Well, it's a broad field of study, I should say. It's a whole bigger than just choose a color and import a photo with HTML tag. We should go through at least some of the topics that other bigger universities outside our country study. So here, we will be talking about HCI first, human computer interaction first. Uh, it is a study of relationship between you and your website that is shown on a computer, to put it simply. um, Let me prepare my pen. Forgot it. Okay. Um, well, computers are becoming more and more ubiquitous in our world of life. Computers are everywhere. Well, well, that's why we are in computer science department, right? Learning about computers. So, what is computer, guys? Can someone answer that? Well, let's see the short description of a computer. It is a electronic device for storing and processing data. In a short, well, okay. Is is computer the desktop computer in front of you? Yes, it is. But also the monitor you're watching this video is a computer. Phone in your pocket is also a computer. Watch on your wrist, car dashboard system uh, that shows the mileage, or some electronic toys, some refrigerators you could see in the movies, which checks the content inside and suggests us the shopping list. Well, in this rapidly growing and developing technology era, computers are almost part of everything. So again, this is the reason we need to study and learn about human computer interaction, HCI designing, and make some great life changing or maybe world changing product design. Well, for our case, a website. Website is the product. Cool, eh? Um, the Facebook website changed many people's life, including me. uh, let's see the description of HCI that I found from the internet. And well, I find it very accurate. Um, okay, human computer interaction, HCI, is a multidisciplinary field of study focusing on the design of computer technology and particularly the interaction between humans and the computers. So it is a study of not only the visual designing and programming the product, you might imagine, but it is about studying and understanding humans and their mind, psychology, how users' mind work, how people interact with a certain computerized product interface like website. So it's about, again, it's about how you interact with your smartphones and application on it. It is a very broad area of study. Phew. Are you excited? He. Okay. Um. Let's take a close look at humans from human-computer interaction design. The first word. Is human. Okay. We humans. We here. We humans perceive the world around us through our five senses, as we know: seeing, hearing, and feeling. Not this feeling too, and this feeling, but tasting and smelling are actually excluded in this very study unless you guys develop a website, for example, a cooking website that senses taste and smell, though. Anyways, also we have memories, experience, skill, and knowledge and wisdom. So, why are we talking about these? Well, again, when we design a product, a website, we must take into consideration every element of the human, from way they perceive and interact with the computer. Um, okay, because websites are for humans. Humans use it, not cats or hamsters. No offense to the cats and hamsters. Okay. As we have mentioned earlier, that computers are everywhere. Tablets, smartphones, smartwatch, cameras, thermostat, car dashboard, plane dashboard, gamepad, electronic toys, fridges, video, VR games, etc. You know, from the gamepad here, you might have understood that computer interface doesn't necessarily have to be with a touchable or watchable screen. It can be all types of shapes with all types of buttons those can be interacted with. That's an interface. Also, there are more advanced and more future fields of HCI, which are virtual reality being used for medical field or architecture, designing, and of course gaming. And here Dexter haptic gloves here, which were invented to mimic touch sensations of hardness, softness, springiness, and more when using virtual reality. Also, pre-touch sensing phones here that read your minds. Well, no, they don't read our minds. Well, the pre-touch phones should be able to understand how the user is holding it or what fingers are approaching the screen to predict what the user wants to do. So it's a prediction game. A bit similar with Iron Man interacting with his computer. Any Marvel fans? This would give the sense that your phone can read your mind as it performs actions before you even give your phone a clear command. And finally, Paper ID is about digitalizing paper. What? Yes, making the paper into a touchscreen. This new technology supposedly will give paper the ability to sense its surroundings and respond to gesture commands, as well as connect to the Internet of Things. Okay, cool. Okay, the third word from human computer interaction design. Interaction is a kind of action that occurs as two or more objects have an effect upon one another. Um, um, okay, you push a button on a screen. Computer will show us a new window as a response and go back and forth. That's the interaction. Action between you and the computer is an interaction in one sentence. You can summarize. But even though you are interacting with the computer interface or graphical user interface, you are actually doing a task, okay, that you want um, to do through the interface here. You actually want to send an email or buy a shoes or shoot zombies, etc. You shouldn't forget that people use computer to do a task through the graphical interface. What I mean is HCI doesn't end with these two, human and computer, but should always consider this, the task. So the designer or developer's goal, our goal, is to help humans feel like they're interacting directly with the task, while the interface kind of vanishes in the middle of that interaction like this. Which literally means we should let the user spend as much time as possible thinking about the task instead of thinking about the interface. Like, for example, people should be thinking about what to write to Sarah, the friend, but not like people should be thinking about. People should not be thinking about like where is the inbox folder, where is the new email button, or what this button is for. Okay. Now, the last word from human computer interaction design. This is the word I love the most. Design. Let's see some descriptions that I find them accurate. Design is the process of imagining and planning the creation of objects, systems, buildings, vehicles, etc. It is about creating solutions for people. Okay, design is the creation of the products and the services that people use. Design makes technology usable for people. Design connects people with technology. You get it? Okay. And good design is really about solving problems. Well, the last sentence is the sentence you must repeat to yourselves every time, every moment you design something. Your design should solve problems. More the better. That what designers do, they solve problems. Okay. Then what is a good design? As I said, design should solve problems. That's the main thing. Good design is effective and efficient in fulfilling its purpose of solving a problem. It relies on as few external factors and inputs as possible. Simple the better. And these are easy to measure and manipulate to achieve an expected other output. A good design is always the simplest possible working solution. Okay. Every project is a problem or challenge that involves helping other people understand something. Okay. Can you see how The water drum helped the woman and young children in the South Africa. This photo, the design of this water drum changed their lives, helping them. Designers saw the struggle of women and children bringing heavy water to their homes. The designers solved the problem with this simple but very effective and useful drum that holds lots of water and doesn't need to be lifted from the ground, not heavy, and can travel long distances. You can just push it. Okay, what about the next one? It says there is no planet B, like the plan B. Well, this single poster has one short sentence with one image. Simple as possible, but you do understand the message it's trying to convey, right? Save the earth. Okay, from this you can understand that good design should be meaningful. It sends message in the simplest way and the most effective way possible. Well, because, well, people are lazy. They don't want to read lots of text. Okay, for the third, design wayfinding signs that you can see at airports. Without easy to understand signs, how can you find the toilet or the boarding gate when there is no one to ask? Old and young people all around the world that uses all different languages should be able to understand the toilet sign, shouldn't they? This design solved the problem. Okay, when it comes to designing and developing a product, whether it's a water drum or website or a poster, you have got to understand what design thinking is. Well, same again, it's about solving problems in the most creative and innovative way. Well, first you have to emphasize people's problem, like the water drum problem. Then, uh, not then, emphasizing. You have to understand how and why people are struggling with what. That's the emphasizing step, the first step. And then define the problem. Um, like you should think like, okay, this is the problem. I found the problem. That's the defining. And then you get some ideas and sketches of the solution product, like the water drum sketches, and then make the prototype of them. Try to make the a prototype means the similar working product to the final product, similar to the final product, and then test them to see how it works. And if it's not working, you have to fix the bugs. That's the testing step. Okay, the most important part of this cycle is actually emphasizing the first step, the starting point. Understanding people, which means you have got to understand people's emotions, needs, motivations, and drives of behavior. You don't just start coding and stuff. Okay. Paul Bogue, the co-founder of Headscape Limited, it's a design company. Um, to be a great designer, you need to look a little deeper into how people think and act. Okay, and Tim Brown is not here. Tim Brown, IDEO's president and CEO, defines design thinking like this. Listen, the mission of design thinking the mission of design thinking is to translate observation into insights and insights into products and services that will improve lives. Okay. From this, you can think, okay, my website should solve a problem. and improve lives. Okay? Did you think that? Okay. Okay, to say it again, all designing process goes through these simple steps. First, empathize. Next, define the problem, get some ideas, make a prototype of the solution, and test it. See here, emphasizing helps to define the problem, and prototyping will help you to find help you to learn from the prototypes to spark new ideas. Testing will help you to find the problems with previous ideas and redefine the problem again. So it's going on and on. It's a full cycle. And we are going to apply this full process, to our project because it's a design project. Okay, today's homework is read on design thinking. Read about design thinking. Google it from the Internet of Things and summarize in only three sentences. Three sentences. Well, the sentences can be long and upload to the Google Classroom. If your three sentences are impressive enough, you will get the additional bonus point. Also, if you have noticed, I included two yellow boxes with keywords throughout the presentation. Those are additional bonus point questions. Google that. If you study and summarize in three sentences each of that of those keywords, you will get the bonus points too. Well, lots of bonuses will be given if you put your heart to it. So let your brains storm. But hey, no plagiarism. No copy and paste from the cool internet. Well, I can copy and paste your sentences and know where you got them. Okay, well, that is it for today actually. Let's discuss more online. Okay, bye.